Our Discovering Chinese series was designed for middle school and high school beginning Chinese language learners. There are 4 volumes, each containing 12 lessons, and each textbook comes with a variety of supplemental products. Because our emphasis for beginning Chinese learners is on communication, for each lesson there is an illustrated lesson dialogue in which students can see age-appropriate characters interacting in daily life, at school, and at home, and with friends. Each lesson also includes a grammar section which introduces the basic grammar concepts that are taught in that particular lesson. We really focus on getting students to immediately put the grammar that they've learned into use. So there are also exercises in the textbook that students can do to see whether or not they've mastered the grammar concepts. All of our lessons will have reading challenges and reading sections that are a wonderful assessment tool for teachers, but also a really effective affirmation of what students have learned so far. A nice feature of the Discovering Chinese series is that each lesson comes with a Discovering China segment, which introduces one aspect of Chinese culture. We also list out the vocabulary that students have learned in the lesson, as well as show the stroke order sequence for various characters that students have to learn how to write with each lesson. In addition to the textbook, the Discovering Chinese series features a workbook that comes along with each volume. The workbook features 5 or 6 exercises that allow students to practice the characters that they've learned in each lesson and also some reading comprehension. We also have several worksheets that go along with each lesson that allow students to do more in-class activities with one another or to take home as homework. Our teacher's guides for the Discovering Chinese series are a wonderful resource that list out for each lesson the lesson overview, what characters students have learned in this lesson, what they've learned previously. We also list out the lesson objectives. We point out various interesting cultural pointers or tidbits that teachers might want to address with their students. We also include several suggestions for activities that teachers can use in the classroom, and each of these activities has the objective and also instructions and assessment check-in points for teachers to better plan their lessons. The online modules for the Discovering Chinese series consist of several components: a flash animated lesson story, 2 fun stories, a magical Chinese character story, as well as 25 homework questions for each lesson. And one of the advantages in having both My First Chinese Reader series as well as the Discovering Chinese series in our line of products is that this allows teachers who are working with multiple age groups to streamline their lesson planning, but it also gives students a consistent base from which to work if they were to have to start middle school and use the Discovering Chinese series instead of My First Chinese Reader. Students who've completed the Discovering Chinese series will be well equipped to take on the SAT 2 Chinese language examination. It also works well for the International Baccalaureate ab initio program. And students who finish the Discovering Chinese series are well equipped to go on to our Magical Tour of China series, which is for more intermediate to advanced level Chinese language learners. The 4 volumes of Discovering Chinese prepare students for a higher level of study.